Hello and welcome to a brand new episode of Black, White, and Red All Over. I'm Victor Dandridge, the hardest working man in comics.
And I'm Ryan Seymour, King of Comic Town.
Welcome back to another spoiler-free review for this week. This is episode 366.
That's a lot.
That is a lot, dude.
That's like enough for a year.
Yeah, like you could watch an episode a day for a year.
A leap year.
Even though it took us like 7 to make this. But whatever.
Yeah.
Details. You could still, we spent 7 years so you could watch in one.
In one.
That's comics, right?
Yeah,
like that's
pretty much.
Exactly how this works. There's a lot of things that have happened in our industry, and we're going to try a different format. So if you've been a long-time viewer, let us know what you think about this. We're going to start off with a little bit of news. Unfortunately, we're starting off with some sad news.
Very sad news.
Legendary comic creator John Paul Leon passed away, ending a fight with cancer.
Yeah, some iconic works
oh
that
my
he's
God.
done. It's just
huge, man. I mean, we're talking Static, Earth X. I mean, so many different things.
Yeah.
Had you ever met him?
No, not in person, no.
I met him one time. It was at New York Comic Con, and I broke him. I feel so bad. I asked a question, and it was like, no one had ever asked him that before, and he was like, "You've literally messed me up." And I'm like, "I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry." Cool. No, I asked him, which does he prefer, to throw lines or pull them? And he's like, "No, I don't know." And it was like this great moment of this like literal illustrative master being asked like a silly dumb question, like, "Which do you like to do? Do you like to throw lines or do you like to pull them?" And he's like, "I don't even know how to draw anymore." Like we were across from each other, and he like threw paper at me. He's like, "I can't believe you've done this to me." And I'm like, "I'm so sorry. I am so sorry." But we laughed, and it was great. But he was such a very nice guy, and I've been a fan of his for so long. So collectively, I think I speak for all of comicdom when we say, "Forget you, cancer. You're no gooder." Absolutely. Yep. Much love to his family. I think they have a GoFundMe.
They do. I believe so.
Yeah. So if you guys get a chance, if you have the time and opportunity, please contribute. I do believe that it goes towards the future education of his daughter, which I can think of no better rationale or reason to support it. So check that out. And safe journey to the great beyond. Like, such a great, prolific creator, man. So many people in the industry.
Other big news, Marvel dropping the hammer on us.
Oh my God.
Phase 4 for movies.
What happened? I didn't even know this was coming. Right. And then, like, my alerts just blew up.
Yeah, Twitter just started going off, and I'm like, oh God, and then I watched it. Oh. That Endgame, if you haven't seen it yet, watch it.
Yeah.
But there's like an Endgame scene, and I'm a grown man. I'm 45 years old, about to be 46. I got a liver that's like 92. And I still got goosebumps for the Avengers Assemble part. And then watching through seeing the release dates for the upcoming movies, the a little bit of Eternals preview there. And then that final Phase 4 logo.
Oh, is it only Phase 4 that they're talking about? I feel like there's something else.
Yeah, like
I feel like there's something else.
Just do it. Give me a good Fantastic Four movie.
That's all we're asking.
Please.
You know what? Okay, here's the funny part. Now that we've said it out loud, when we first saw that logo, it was at San Diego like 2 years ago, but it never actually said that it was Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
Are we just speculating like crazy?
Maybe Marvel's just like, you idiots.
It's just Phase 4, guys. No! Oops. Is there a particular movie, not including Fantastic Four, that you're most looking forward to?
Eternals, actually.
Really?
Yeah, like I'm a sucker for that. Like the old Kirby space gods.
Yeah.
I'm a sucker for that. And that's why I'm just like, I'm not digging, for whatever, like it bothers me that I'm not digging the current Eternals comic.
I get that.
But yeah.
Okay. Nice. Mine is Shang-Chi.
Yeah.
And I'm not a Shang-Chi fan, like per se. Yeah. Like, obviously, there's nothing about Shang-Chi I don't like, but I've never been like, oh, Shang-Chi, until now. Yeah. Like, that's happening. Very interested for the Marvels, though.
Yes.
I'm very curious about that.
Yeah.
Black Panther Wakanda Forever.
They changed because it had a different name, didn't it?
Well, we've always seen it promoted, but I think those are more fan creations, but... Wakanda Forever, such a very interesting, nondescript title. Like, what does that mean? Is it Namor? Is it Doctor Doom? Somebody tell us. We want to know. We won't tell anybody. It's not like we're talking to the internet weekly.
Yeah.
We don't do that.
No, not at all.
Something else that happened this past week, the season finale of Invincible. Did you get to see all that?
It is so good. It's so deserving of the additional seasons that were purchased.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. I'm almost hoping that for whatever reason, like they give us the full Bezos, and they do like 2 and 3, literally at the same time, and they just drop them concurrently, like no wait whatsoever. Like
that'd be cool.
It's just back to back to back, just invincible, just all in you, and it's so amazing. Was there a particular part that you found especially gruesome?
No, but all of the blood, like it was all those times. Like you're reading the comic, you're like Ryan Otley must love drawing this. Mm-hmm. Whoever was animating it either loved it or hated it
at the same time. If I'm being honest, very concerned about Mark's health. He was exposed to a lot of bodily fluids in this episode. Is it?
It's pre-COVID.
I mean,
it's pre-COVID. It's cool.
There's still a lot more diseases like pre-COVID, man. Like there's a lot of things. Like can Viltrumites, get blood-related diseases? I mean, because he drank a lot, man. That's all I'm saying. Like that's,
Viltrumite Hep C.
I don't like maybe like
he's got the Venusian tetanus.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's all I'm saying, man. Like I think Mark should get tested a little bit. I hope Cecil did that for him. Ran the gamut of things. Surely his mom was like, "Hey, can you is all that blood his? No? Can we test
something?
Just to make it just be safe. Just be safe. I'm just saying. But no, that's a lot of crazy goodness. I adored this season. Yeah. J.K. Simmons is a demon. His voice terrifies me.
It's perfect.
If he walked up on me right now, I'd pee on command. I swear. I swear I would pee on command. Without question. Without question, dude. It would happen. Other things that happened, Kickstarters that we like, Rim Kinsey's Kickstarter, we interviewed him. He, oh my God, like he almost had like 1,000,000% of his goal. It was ridiculous how high it went. And, congratulations to that, buddy. I can't wait. I actually got to write the outro for it. He actually hit me up and was like, yo, you gonna write the outro? And I was like, I guess I am now, if you want me to. So I said all the worst things possible. Like I had to just, knuckle him just a little bit, just, I hate you, I'm proud of you, but I hate you. Like it's stuff like that, just regular. Do you go on a Kickstarter much?
Not too often, no. Because I mostly for weird RPGs that I never end up actually paying money into. I'm like, oh, that'd be a really cool idea, and I bookmark it, and I never go back because I'm just, as you'll see later in this episode, how stupid I actually am.
No, you're not. Come on, man. It's so terrible. It's so terrible. It's just to prove how unstupid you are, you had a guest this past week that was amazing. Who did you have in store?
So we had a special guest in-store signing celebrating the 41st anniversary of Flash Gordon. We had Sam Jones, the man himself, was in the shop. This dude is a giant.
Yes.
He is taller than me by a lot, and I'm 6'something", but he's just a beast, in better shape than I've ever been in. He's still I think he could. I honestly, when I was looking at him, I was like, man, Starlight, might need because he's got the build.
It's him. It's
100% him.
Anybody's like Bruce Willis. No, it's Sam
Jones.
Okay. Sam J. Jones, if I'm going to be specific. Absolutely. You guys had the store packed, man.
Yes.
Lines, literally wrapped around tables and whatnot. It was awesome.
And we had people from all over Ohio coming and visit us. We actually, we had a group of guys from a band from up in Cleveland that were very influenced by the Flash Gordon movie.
Indeed. Voltan rocks. Guys, listen. They came down. We chatted. I got a shirt, okay? I might have done something strange for it. Look on their Instagram if you want to see. I did. It's true. That's me. No deep fakes. But I'll tell you what also isn't a deep fake. Their love of Flash Gordon and the dopeness of their music, y'all. Check out, Voltan Rocks. They are literally on, that's their website, voltanrocks.com. They're on Facebook. They're on Apple Music, Spotify, all the classic places. If you want some, rock out music, if you're on the freeway and you just need to, let your hair down and you just need the wind to blow, that's what you need. Yeah. Trust me when I tell you, they are freaking awesome. Shout out to you guys. You guys were fantastic. It was great meeting you. And who knows? There might be some collaborations with them in the future. We will see. Wink, wink, nudge. I'm still winking. Lots of winking.
And our last bit of news is big news. this Friday.
Yeah.
Jupiter's Legacy.
Say it again.
Jupiter's Legacy.
Oh, God.
Finally drops on Netflix. I cannot wait.
Yes.
Like, it is stupid good. If you haven't read Jupiter's Legacy, hit up your local shop, because the Netflix version of the trades are out, and they are numbered in sequential order of how the story actually goes, so you can get the fullness of everything. You get to see Josh Duhamel in his outfit.
He looks good, man.
Yeah.
That's real good.
Chloe, it's going to be all right, Chloe. The story's going to be bad at first for you, but it's going to get better.
I mean...
Or maybe not.
I don't know, man. It's hard to say. Like, listen, here's the thing. Okay, I don't know how to explain this, how to say this. I have a confession. I've seen the first episode.
See, I missed it. I
know.
I wanted to watch
I know you did. I know you did. And I wanted you there so bad. No spoilers, though. I'm not going to tell you guys how it was. What I will tell you is this. I will have the first 3/4 of this watched by 10 a.m. on Friday. That is my goal. That is my pledge. Test me. Ask me. I'll probably be in class and I won't answer you. But you can ask me and I'll tell you if it's true. Like, I will be dog tired. I'll be drunk on the Red Bulls to make up for it. But I'm definitely staying up so I can watch as much of it as I possibly can. Because why not? It's 8 episodes.
Yeah.
8 episodes.
That's it.
I know. Like, I gotta try to pace myself, but I'm not gonna. Yeah. I know I'm not gonna.
And after you watch the episodes and you realize how good it is, hit up your shop, buy the trades, and tweet at Mr. Mark Miller and Miller World and let him know you're thanking him for the awesomeness that he is giving to
100%. Dang it, I just did the math. I can only watch 4 episodes before I go to class.
Oh, wow.
Dang it.
I might have diarrhea Friday, and I won't be able to come into the shop.
I'm feeling a little... My glands, they're feeling a certain kind of way. Let's see, what else do we have on here? Do we have any more live events lined up that we can announce? I know you got some things in the works.
Yeah, we got some in the works, but we can't announce. We don't have anything in contract yet.
Okay, got you. Other than that, like no other story events, no Magic games or anything like that. Is that opening back up for you guys?
Not anytime soon, but in theory, Free Comic Book Day is August 14th.
Okay, that's a good. I mean, it's a benchmark. I think one of the things that I can announce is through Vantage In-House Productions. I can't even talk. We've got some more books coming out soon, actually. Big deal. We've had our second development meeting for talking about the Wonder Care series being turned into a cartoon.
That is so awesome.
The potential producer that we have to work with has worked on some pretty astounding things. Like, I felt like a jerk because they were rattling them off, and I'm like, I've never watched that show. I mean, I know what it is, but I've never watched it. Am I bad for this? And Justin later on was like, yeah, you suck. And I was like, I'm sorry.
Oh, dagnabbit.
I'm sorry. But, I mean, again, we're still just in conversations. Nothing signed yet. But we'll put it out there to the gods, maybe. Who knows? Under You Create, though, I've got some new stuff that's dropping. Literally, Comic Town is a major hub for You Create supplies. So if you guys come in, if you got young ones that want to create comics, this is where you need to be in order to grab as much stuff as possible. I mean, we literally have a whole plethora.
Yeah.
Like, you got a catalog.
Yeah. It's all the boards, all the sketchbooks,
cards, workbooks, everything all over here. So that's a big deal. And I'd like to talk to the owner of Comic Town, if he's available, about possibly scheduling some live You Create events over the summer.
Yeah, I know a guy.
Okay. We'll talk about it. Have his people call my people, and we'll do lunch or whatever people do. All right, so let's get into the books. We've got some recommended readings, some honorable mentions here. I overread in comparison. I'm trying to be nice here.
You read the normal amount.
I mean,
and I can't count to 6.
It was a long day.
I was so proud of myself. I got done reading fast.
You did. I mean, you read so good that it felt like you read 6. So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. All right, I'm going to start with this one. Okay, so this big, giant behemoth of an amazement, Eden from AfterShock. It's Cullen Bunn. And okay, can you, because I don't want to mess it up, Dalibor.
I don't.
Okay. See, so it's not just me, but
like Telegic?
Okay, that's a good. Okay, I'm with that one. first of all, you are a fantastic artist. Like, what this story is, you didn't read this yet?
Yeah, not yet, no.
Dude, okay. First of all, AfterShock putting out one-shots is kind of brilliant, right? Like, you guys have already established yourselves as constant storytellers, but playing with the form and saying, here's a done-in-one story, boom, get it out.
Yeah.
Brilliant. This is like the best Twilight Zone, Outer Limits, messed up joint. Dude, when you do read this, you have to remember, you bought these books to sell to other people. You can't keep this for yourself.
Can I?
Maybe. Say what I say. Really well done. Great story. It's oversized, which is the only reason why it didn't make it onto the acrylic. It would have knocked it down.
Yeah.
Like, this was a great read. I applaud this one thoroughly. However, it does reiterate, double down on my absolute concern for you, Cullen. Like, what is going on, man? You've got some darkness that I really want to exploit. Like, I love it when you write, but I want you to get help, but at the same time, if I'm being selfish, I love what you write in this darkness that you have within you. So
don't get the help you need.
I didn't want to say it. I didn't want to say it. You make it sound so bad. But it's really good. It's really good. Read it. It's great. I love it.
20% of the books I read this week. Babyteeth number 17. After many a moon, Donny Cates and Gary Brown are back. My favorite heartwarming story about the Antichrist, his single mother, and all the wacky shenanigans around him is back. And there's all the, if you have, go to your local store and buy the trade paperbacks for it. It's amazing stuff. It's hysterical. It's very Garth Ennis-y, in all the best ways possible.
Why does it sound like a liquor that I would drink? Yeah, let me get a cup of that Garth Ennis-y, please. Yeah, I'm trying to get toe up.
Oh my gosh.
Garth, if you don't make your own brand of bourbon or something and call it Guinnessy,
you're missing out, dude.
Come on. What are you waiting on? It's right there.
Oh my gosh. I don't even know. Like, that's
I'm sorry. I just
no. It's hearing it out loud. I'm like, yeah. That's a bourbon. That's so we find out.
Wait, what did he do? That's a lot.
So, as we left off with issue 16, the devil made some shenanigans, and he was on Earth. And we now get to see some of the ramifications of what...
You know, when they say the devil is busy, I didn't realize that's what they meant, but okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, it's... He yeah.
Him be busy. Him be doing stuff. Okay. All right, so I took on Becstar number 1, and so here's the thing. This is from Mad Cave, and I dig these guys. I first met them in Chicago a couple years ago with their series Battle Cats, and I grabbed it looking at this cover, and I'm trying to think who did the cover, because the interior lettering gets a little crazy. Sweeney Boo. Okay, Sweeney Boo did the cover, and I'm like, okay, I could rock with this. This kind of got like a little tone, a little attitude, maybe a little hip-hop to it. Interior is different.
Yeah.
Not in a bad way, just very not what this is. So this becomes like this very funky, very energetic, like pseudo manga cartoon. And it was a lot of fun. I mean, we're talking really well written. Oh, let me give some love to the creative team here, because that's what I'm supposed to do. Joe Corallo, Lorenzo Colangeli. I hope I'm saying that correct. Like, first of all, Joe, like you weave a tale very well. Like, you built world really quickly. We understood stakes. You had like mythos and enchanted items that now have reverence, and you did all that within like a couple of pages.
It's not bad.
Yeah, not bad at all. Especially considering that we're not introduced to the titular character right away. So you really are building a lot of like wonderful things, so that when we do get to Becstar, Becstar is a fan favorite character. From now on, I will be reading this religiously. As luck would have it, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. This was a fantastic read. I enjoyed it a lot. I highly recommend it. It's a little crazy, over the top, a little violent, but in that good way.
Yeah.
In that good way. So, yes.
This was a good one. This was a good one.
Oh, my God.
Broken Souls Ballad. It's from Black Caravan. Scout Comics, and it's like they're Vertigo. I was totally sold at the name Massimo Rossi. Love that word. It's got this really 80s kind of color palette to it. God, it's... Because it's kids that have powers.
Right. But the essence of the powers, the control of the powers, varies.
Yeah, it's not an X-Men-y kind of thing.
No. These are the kids that Xavier was like, nah, I can't. Like, I don't know how. I don't know how.
I'm not. Yeah, I mean, there's like, it takes place in the 80s, which matches the color palette.
Right.
The language is very 80s, so there's some words that aren't really used anymore.
Yeah. A little sensitive. Trigger warning.
But these powers are not. They're also not X-Men-y.
No, they're not
like,
pretty.
They're not. Yeah, they're not like cool. Like, oh, I will shoot lasers out of my eyes or whatever. It's like weird bubbles of acid or something coming out of your skin. There's what I thought was a lycanthropic type critter, but
I mean, it's for lack of a better term.
But it's so much worse.
Yeah, it is way worse.
It's
like that's
like that one sequence. I'm like, oh God, no.
Like that. Yeah, that's.
Yeah, it's super cool. I really dug it.
It's so tasty.
We're still being introduced to the world, but I just want to know
so much
more.
Like how, who, what, where did it come from? Why is it on him? Like these. Okay. These are the Morlocks that, like, literally are running the sewers now. Like, these are the ones that this happens, and Callisto is like,
no,
there's no space in the end. We don't. No,
just
you're eating other Morlocks for fun. Like, no, this is bad.
Yeah, just go.
But fantastic read. Yes. I definitely enjoyed it. Super dope. I got to give a shout out. Ludovica Serragati on the art, top notch.
Yeah, because it's the one character's power, if you can call it a power,
right?
Is really is super hard to render. Like
I can't even imagine how that was described.
Because that'd be a really interesting conversation because it's. I'm trying to figure out how to say it without saying it,
right.
but yeah, the way it's handled visually.
Beautiful.
Beautiful
in the worst possible way. Okay, so moving on to the acrylic, we only have one that's the same.
Yeah,
only one that's the same. Since it is at the time of our recording, May the 4th. By the time you guys are watching, Revenge of the 5th. Maybe it's Revenge of the 6th. I don't know. Let's start off with some of that goodness.
Alrighty, from Marvel Comics, Star Wars: War of the Bounty Hunters Alpha. It is the one shot that is going to kick off the crossover event in the Marvel Universe. Chucky Soul, Charles Soule is writing it. Steve McNiven is doing the art.
Oh,
it is gorgeous. All right, so one of the things that the Marvel Star Wars titles have done is they fill in the gaps between the movies. So this particular story takes place in between Han Solo getting carbonated.
Okay.
And him showing up at Jabba's palace.
Oh.
So it is Boba Fett trying to get him from point A to point B.
Right.
And it's never easy.
Of course not.
The one plot point that I'm kind of going to give away is that something goes wrong with the carbonite. Like the person who set it up screwed up. So it sends Boba into a sequence of events to try to prevent anything from happening there. It's super Mandalorian, like the Mandalorian vibe, where it's just him dealing with crap after crap after crap.
I love it.
If you just want to see Boba Fett killing people, this book is for you. It's just amazing. McNiven's art,
it's fantastic.
It's perfect. It's just.
Oh my God! I feel like I know what that face feels like right there. Oh my God!
Yeah, it's so good. So, fans of Boba Fett, pick it up. Star Wars fans in general, definitely pick it up. It's going to be Marvel's big push, Star Wars wise, for the next couple months.
Nice,
really, really good. The next issues from each of the actual ongoing Star Wars titles that take place in this time frame will also be tie-in prelude issues before the full miniseries kicks
smart.
off. Yeah.
Oh man, good job, guys. Speaking of smart things that Marvel's doing, Heroes Reborn #1. Whatever happened to Earth's Mightiest Heroes? ? This is Jason Aaron, Ed McGuinness, Mark Morales, Matthew Wilson. literal, like, yes.
Yeah.
Like,
it's a great creative team.
Don't even put this in your pull list. Like, just put it in there. This is, okay, non-spoiler review. This is Age of Apocalypse, but centered around the Squadron Supreme. All the ads that you've seen, you know that the Squadron is like the key feature here. Yeah. That's what it is, centered around this. I tell you what, man, looking as cool as this is, I wish I had like a black superhero who wore a hoodie who just kind of roams around doing stuff. Because I think like that would be such a great concept. And visually speaking, like, I don't know. I think I could write something really dope with it. Like, really dope with it. Ed McGuinness, you are going to get a commission request from me for something. I won't say what. I'm not leaning any particular way, but you're getting one. Get ready. Sharpen your pencils. I really enjoyed the way that this is set up. Like, it's such a crazy, great look at the Marvel Universe with a subtle change.
Yeah.
And how that ripple effect just like Age of Apocalypse, you had that death of Xavier. And spoilers, right? Like, Xavier dies in order to start that's the beginning of the story. Like, that's not even, don't come at me. But yes, whatever the thing is that's happened, the way that it changes, like, it's brilliant. I love the little tour around and seeing like, this is different, this is different, this is different. It's kind of good. It's kind of good. I know it's first issue. Who knows? Like, I could just be thirsty for some good reading, but it fed me. Yeah, I was sated.
And it is a weekly series, so contact your local shop and let them know right now that you want each of the subsequent issues, because the final 2 issues we have yet to final order cut off yet, and those are ones where we have to guess on. So let your shop know.
Get in there, make it happen.
All right.
Yeah.
So what got me onto the Garth Ennis thing is Marjorie Finnegan, Temporal Criminal. So it is a time travel caper. It's 100% Garth Ennis humor. Like, it is just
I love it.
One of his comedy books. So this woman is like one of the top time criminals, like just bouncing from time to time, stealing stuff, like, robbing an Egyptian pharaoh as he's being buried.
Oh my God!
Where's the gold going to go? Nobody's going to. And one of the things that always happens in these time travel books or stories is, how do you get around I stepped on a squirrel, right, so it destroyed all of New York.
Of course.
They have a device that they explain how it
keeps all this stuff safe.
Yeah, and it's absolutely hysterical, which just leads to even more comedy. So it's basically, she's trying to commit crimes through time. There's a time cop, that is trying to stop her from committing crimes, and I'm pretty sure this person is another time traveler, thinks they're from a time in Germany that they probably shouldn't.
Oh,
yeah, but it is absolutely hysterical. Like, the use of the machine gun to get that effect. Yeah, it's.
Wait a minute. Show me that again.
Yeah, the way it's drawn is fantastic, and then the way so that's him. After, it's,
oh my God,
it is fantastic. It's absolutely hysterical. Like, if you're a fan of Ennis humor, this is a must pick up for you. It is absolutely fantastic.
This is a return to the pro level of Garth Ennis. And if you've never read that,
you need to
treat yourself. You deserve it. Nocterra number 3. Scott, you're bucking. You're bucking, man, and you're gonna mess around. You're gonna end up as one of my favorite freaking writers. I don't even know, okay? Scott Snyder, Tony Daniel, issue 3. At this point, I want to fight DC's editorial. Like, I want to fight each and every one of them, because I'm like, you handcuff this guy. Like, you see what he's creating on his own? Why were y'all in his way? Cut it out. Look at it.
Makes you wonder if they were giving input. Like, hey, why don't you do this? I can write it.
You want me to? Listen, this one, we're talking emotions. You've got the intrigue. You've got the presence of everything. Like, they're still on this run, trying to take these 2 passengers to this, sanctuary spot. You've been reading the only two previous issues, and I think you got new. Yeah,
second print number 2 hits the shelves this week.
Come on. So add this to your collection. It's fun, fast-paced, great storytelling. It's crazy. this world that they live in, this PM dark, where the darkness can change you and mutate you into some terrible monster, right? Like you can't be exposed to the dark for too long. Oh, it's so good. And it ends on a note where I was just like, but why? And you know it's good when you make a grown man question, why you do this? Why you have me fall in love with these people and then do this?
Oh,
why you?
It's not the.
I'm not gonna tell you. I'm not gonna tell you.
See, there's two characters immediately that are popping into my head that I'm like, no.
It's probably one of them. That's all I'm gonna say. It's probably one of them. That's it. Okay. Last but certainly not the least. Oh my goodness. From Boom Studios, Victor Laval. I like that name. Joe Miguillon and Brittany Peer. Oh, Eve, issue 1. I
don't think there's any ads.
I don't think so either. No.
So it's just this amazing, just from start to finish, nothing but comic.
Yeah.
Because right now, kaiju stories are big.
Mm-hmm.
Eco horror, like ecological collapse stories are big. This one falls into the ecological collapse, but it is done from there's a twist to it.
There's a very beautiful twist to it.
Yeah. Like, I felt once I realized fully what was happening in that first chunk.
Right.
I was just like, dang.
It's got aspects of the Matrix and this like commandy sort of vibe to it. Yeah. Right. So like there you go. If the Matrix and Commandy had a baby, Eve, I hope he pitched it like that, because that I would be like, I'm greenlighting the crap out of that. Like, what do you need? Like, make it happen. So, character-wise, or readership-wise, let me say it like that. Were there any particular inclinations as to who this is for? Like, obviously, the main character is 11.
Yeah.
And that would lead one to believe that maybe this is tween-friendly.
Yeah. There's nothing in it thus far that would make me not think a tween could read it.
Right.
And a parent be like, it's like almost all ages.
Right.
But not in a...
But in an apocalyptic all ages type, like, how do you do that?
Right?
How do you destroy everything and be like, but kids, yay. But that's kind of what it is. Like, there's something really refreshing about it.
The bear freaks me out. Like, and it's not like it's on the cover.
You never had a Teddy Ruxpin? Come on, man. It's all good. It's all good. It's fine. Yeah, it's good for you. I didn't have a Teddy Ruxpin, actually. I had the Gabby Bear knockoff, the Kmart special, but I still loved it, yo. Don't you talk about my Gabby Bear. Came with a book called the Unigoat. I remember this was a goat who had one horn. Okay, I'm sorry. That was a trip through memory lane. But no, this book is super dope. I feel like there was a lot more thought put into it than just your simple like kid-centric comic book. Like this is a book series. This is a TV show waiting to happen. Like there's so much that's just built into this by spec and design. Yeah, it's really, really well done. Again, painting the stakes. You're introduced to characters. The twist comes, and it's not a twist for twist's sake. Yeah, you totally are like, well, where's this going now? Yeah, and you're totally into it, which is brilliant. The art is it's amazing, and it's the stuff that's in the background actually seems important. It gives you more clues to what the world is like, because that map right there, when I'm like, wait a minute, is that that was amazing. Just the color choices too, because it's this what theoretically would be a high-tech facility, but whatever amount of time or whatever's happened, just seeing how it's run down is just so fantastic. And that bowl of food, jeez. I mean, your first time, like it's your first time. What do you do? And then explaining why you feel the way you do afterwards. Yeah. Like, It's like, well, this is what you did, and now this is what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
And I wonder how far like into that explanation he went. Like, okay, now to clean up, you have to do this. And you'd be like, wait, what?
Well,
I mean, she should know,
or should she?
or should she? I don't know.
Because we don't like. That's the other thing is,
how many things were programmed into the I don't know.
Yeah.
That's the fun. Once you read this, and you should, right? In the comments below, tell us what you think is the strangest thing that the bear would have to explain to her. That's what we want to know. What do you think is the strangest thing that the bear would have to explain?
Because it
could go along like so many different ways. And there's some explanations in here.
Yeah.
What's the strangest? Like, is it one of the ones that we've seen, or is it not?
Yeah, because there's so much. Yeah, because it depends on what all. Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, we're tap dancing around.
Non-spoilers, no spoilers. We're spoiler free. 0 spoilers is what we give you. Man, that was some good reading.
Yeah,
like I enjoyed that one thoroughly. Hopefully you guys did too. And if you did, definitely let us know by hitting that thumbs up. Right, telling us you liked it.
Yep.
And
hit the subscription with the bell.
Yeah.
Because that way you'll know every week when we give you this kind of 0 spoiler action.
I do a heart, but no, it's 0. It's 0 spoilers, because that's what it is. This is how we give it to you, with 0 spoilers.
Yeah.
And no love. No, that's not true. We love comics.
Yeah.
We love them a lot. I sleep with mine. I spread them out on the bed. I just lay there. I writhe. It's not just me.
We'll have a link to his OnlyFans later.
Yeah. See me on VicTalk.